Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Feel free to just throw me on another monitor or something like that because I'm going to be just chatting here today about the week 60 update. So, basically, I'll give you a quick TLDR. Icarus released their week 60 update yesterday on Friday, as they usually do, and it was about what weather forecasting system, and yeah, it hasn't gone down too great with the community. Now, for the most part, nobody likes this. I think I've spoken to one or two people who have actually said, yeah, you know what, it's all right. It's all right, you know. Fair enough, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'm not yet a judge. I am a small voice within this Icarus community, and, you know, and if I feel like I can get a message out there to the devs, I will. Now, I'm not somebody who, like, because look, people can easily look at me and go, oh, well, I'm a content creator and I get to play Icarus all the time, so I'm going to side on the side of content creators or like bitter vets and eliters. No, I always look through the lens of the new player. I always will, and I always have for games, especially Icarus, because it's a game I'm passionate about. You know, if I didn't care about Icarus, I would be playing another game, and I'd just log into Icarus every once in a while. This week 60 update severely hurts the game. And what I'm like to say in 7 days from like yesterday is the players' numbers, because I am convinced the players' numbers will drop because of this week 60 update. Now, if it doesn't change, I'd be very surprised if the numbers don't drop, because I think it's definitely not new player friendly. And I think that it's and if you're not a new player, I think it's just an annoyance. That something shouldn't be there. And I get the whole lore aspect that the planet, like the moon, sorry, you know, is hostile. It's like ill terraformed and stuff like that. And it is in the lore that Icarus was meant to be a hostile with raging storms and stuff like that, which is fine. But this update is a year too late. Don't give us this now when people are quite set in their way with the current storms, which I think everybody was fine with. It's just, I have no idea where this came from. Like, unless there's something in a future update which requires these storms to be the way they are, it's just, I don't know, it's just not vibing with me. And the amount of backlash this patch has gotten in the videos I've made regarding this update, it's crazy. I've never ever had this many negative comments towards a patch. Like, not towards me. People just feel like they can vent to me, which is absolutely fine. I don't mind. Like, people are just venting their opinion to me. I don't care. I'll answer questions as best as I can, you know? Because new players are seriously pissed about this. Even people who have been playing since day one, like myself, are like not happy. Yeah, you get people who, you know, say, "Oh, go and live in a cave," or just go terraform, build concrete. See, they're people I can't have a coherent conversation with because they're thinking about themselves. They don't care about the bigger picture. So I don't really care about them kind of people. You know, it's just, you know, the bigger picture is new players. I think the game should heavily focus on retaining the current player base and bringing in new players. This patch splits that. You're going to have some happy vets of the game, and you're going to piss off all of these new players you brought in because of open world mode. Because nearly everyone I've spoken to who's a new player in my community have came into the Icarus because of open world mode. Now, with this update, if you've got a persistence dedicated server on open world mode, because of this update, you're going to have severe storms. Like, pretty bad storms that is going to damage your stone, your wood, dare I say it, thatch, in glass, you know? Even though the damage to stone and glass, reinforced glass is minimal, it still takes damage now, which it never did in the past. Now you're forced Like, there is no wiggle room here. You are forced to go to tier 4 as a new player, by the way. So, you're forced to go to tier 4, do concrete, do a concrete build. Stuff the creativity. It doesn't matter about that. You know, it doesn't matter if you wanted to build on stone or wood and stuff. But if you do, you really can. But you'll be repairing, like, you'll literally be doing, like, Bob the Builder simulator for, like, eternity. Okay? So, yeah. I really hope the devs do take another look at this, because I can't see... I don't know. This needs to be tweaked. Like, don't get me wrong. I like the 2-day forecast. I think that's brilliant. Like the 2-day forecast and seeing the weather patterns and stuff. But they've got to dial back the severity of these storms. Like, if they don't, I'm not, like, personally, I am going to tell people to keep away from the game, because why should I encourage people to play Icarus when I know what they're going to be walking into day one with these storms? You know? Yeah, I know the difference between easy and hard mode and stuff like that, but why should a new player have to put up with that kind of crap? Like, if you want to make the game hardcore, don't get me wrong. If you want to make the game hardcore, say it. But don't just dump this on people all of a sudden and just go, yeah, deal with it. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that, in my opinion. Like, I think this is taking a giant dump on new players, and I don't know. It just doesn't vibe well with me. And as long as it stays like it is, I'll be brutally honest, I always have been. Dean Hall knows this as himself. He's even acknowledged it. I can be brutally honest in my videos, and here I am again being brutally honest. I think you have screwed up on this one. I really do. And it pains me to say that, but while this stays as it is, I ain't going to be recommending your game, because I think it takes I think you've generally taken a step back with the severity of these storms. And it's hard for me to say that, because I do like the game. And yeah, like I say, I like the 2-day forecasts and stuff like that. It's not about me. It's about everybody else in the community. It's probably something I could deal with personally, but if I can speak for all of the new players who have messaged me on my videos and stuff like that, and on my Discord, I will. And everybody else who, like, has got an issue with this update. Yeah, I generally think you're taking a step back. I think dialing back the severity of these storms a little bit or a lot would go a long way. I don't think enough thought's been put into new players on this, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I just gotta go by from what I've seen firsthand and all the people I've spoken to. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, I'm sorry if this wasn't for you, but it needs to be said, and somebody's got to say it. And if I've got a voice, I'm going to use it. And I'm not really bothered if people don't like it or not. I'm not some kind of yes person for Icarus at the end of the day. If I say something I don't like and the community doesn't like, I will speak about it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.